All right, what's up, guys? So, Unspoken Crime Murders has uploaded a video titled Pilot Arrested After Attempting to Fly a Commercial Plane Drunk. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's one of those things where I'm like, the times where I go traveling and I'll take a look at the pilot, because they always be standing at the door greeting everybody, like, hey, how you doing? And so it's one of those things you gotta look at them and be like, all right, I trust you. You seem like a pilot, a good pilot and stuff. But yeah, man, it's one of those things. If I can detect that the pilot is drunk, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not going nowhere. Like I'm just gonna have to cut the loss on this trip because it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not trying to have a final destination moment and it ain't no premonition. Like it's right there in real time and stuff. So yeah, I'm good, bro. I am okay. So anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video, see what it's all about, see how this goes down. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Unspoken Crime Murders for more videos like this. And with that being said,
here's something you've never seen before. A Southwest Airlines pilot allegedly attempting to fly an entire plane while drunk.
How many drinks did you have?
A few beers.
What was supposed to be a 2-hour flight
it's
to
like,
Chicago.
bro, you shouldn't even be having a few beers. Like, it's one thing if somebody approaches you and they're all, well, even then, still, you don't accept no drink. No, I was getting ready to say something. I got to thinking. I'm like, nah, you don't accept no drinks. You get your drink from home and that's it. But like, it has to be water. It has to be a protein shake. It has to be, be stuff that's normal. Alcohol, yeah, you shouldn't be having no forms of alcohol before flying. If they get on people for drinking and driving, how do you think when you're flying this multi-million-dollar sky vehicle, we gonna call a plane a sky vehicle, you're flying this multi-million-dollar sky vehicle, how do you think that's gonna turn out? Because my thing is this: a few beers then turned into a few more beers, and then a few more beers then turned into, now you're drunk and you like trying to fly the plane and you going back and forth like, nah, bro, I ain't trying to have that. So
Took a turn when a crew member filed a complaint during check-in, reporting that the pilot had been seen wasted at the bar just an hour before the flight.
Define a few beers. Define a few beers.
Like 3.
On January 15th, 2025, a Southwest flight to Chicago was delayed when a pilot was removed from the cockpit after a complaint he was under the influence. Officers quickly responded to get to the bottom of the situation.
People's they're already on edge. They just trying to hurry up, get through to the flight. You might have people like me where for some odd reason, my ears pop like crazy when I'm flying. I'm telling you right now, like flying, it's like that. Like I like trips. The flying though, like, man, I can't wait for that technology of teleportation where that gets developed. Yeah, it might be some, I take that back. It might not be good because they were like, oh, now I done develop something on my arm because I be teleporting too much and stuff. So yeah, that might not be the best idea. But yeah, but it's but that's the thing. You just trying to hurry up and get through to the flight. Now the flight done got delayed because the pilot, he wants to drink and fly, and he was trying to relive the movie Flight and fly the plane upside down. And it's like, bro, we ain't trying to deal with that. That complaint though, it went through quick. It was like flying. There's like we ain't taking no chances.
Feels good.
I wonder I feel like airports, in case of situations like this, they should have like a spare pilot, like a floating pilot and stuff, where it's like in case of the emergency or whatever, then it's like, all right, the emergency pilots and stuff. Yeah, they they were like, all right, well, I guess I'm been called up to fly or do whatever and things. But anyways, just so people ain't like, we're not delayed and having to wait and all this other stuff. She's the one that filed the complaint. You could just see it in her eyes. That woman is terrified.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. How are you?
You doing okay?
Yeah, fine.
When was the last time you had something to drink?
The officer quickly asked the pilot when he last had a drink, attempting to establish a timeline for impairment.
Last night.
How about how many hours ago?
Like 10 hours ago, at least.
How many drinks did you have?
A few beers, sir.
Define a few beers.
A few beers.
Define a few
Yeah,
beers.
with number.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you drink?
Light beer. Miller Lite.
Miller Lite?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Who were you with?
My FO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to provide field sobriety with me right now?
No.
Why not?
There's no need.
Well, I can smell an odor.
It is funny because it's like, okay, if the last time you drank was hours ago, then or yesterday, then it's like, okay, then it's like you don't have nothing to worry about. But yeah, it's like we are gonna have to do this field sobriety test. Yeah, it's like as quickly as he said no, he knew that. It's like, yeah, I did drink before, and I just don't want it. But it's like in a way, you did kind of tell the truth, though. Like, you know, yeah, you might not came out and said that, oh, I drank like not that long ago. But yeah, when you're saying no to a field sobriety test, in a way, you did just kind of tell the truth. Like, I was like, because yeah, it's like, why? Well, why else? Like, if my thing is this, if you're not drunk, you're not impaired, ain't nothing wrong with you, you should be able to like pass this field sobriety test with flying colors. It's not like it's a multi-choice thing. It's like, yeah, just like, okay, do this breath analyzer test thing, stand on one foot, hold your, like, you know, whatever they be, you know, having them doing stuff. But yeah, it's like walk the line. It's like, all right, this is all that you got to do. But yeah, it's like you saying no, then it's like, all right, well, that tells us everything we need to know.
Consistent with an alcoholic beverage.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
These.
The gum.
What is that?
Rose.
Do you have any fresh ones that haven't been in your mouth?
Yeah. Right in my bag.
Okay.
I'm like, man, put that in your pocket. I ain't you showing it to me for. Jesus. That's crazy. It's like, what flavor is it? Whiskey?
Tobacco or
Just nicotine.
okay. Smells mini.
I'm like, yeah, what's coming from your breath is whiskey. There's a difference between minty and whiskey.
So my issue is I don't have a PBT. And like obviously it's so fully booked.
The officer explained to the pilot that someone had detected the smell of alcohol, leaving the pilot confused about who would have made that claim. The officer then began to explain why the concern was raised.
I'm just telling you,
I understand.
we got the call.
I understand.
I can sense, or I have a smell of a adult beverage coming off of you. I don't know if it's coming out of your mouth or your skin. If it's coming out of the pores, I get it. But we got to do our thing, so we're trying to.
Do I see him?
Would you do field sobriety?
Sure.
Now he wants
Do you have a
to.
jacket or
He's
something?
all like, I think the alcohol done worn off. So he's like, so now I want to do the field sobriety test.
Kind of
I
cold
do.
outside. I'm gonna do the eyes first, just watch it. Because obviously I know you're not certified, so like I have to do it, but just watch for clues and stuff.
He ain't certified. That guy look like he's been working.
This will be a brand new.
I don't know. Maybe he just became a police officer or something. But it's like, yeah, he seemed like I would trust him. He came up to me saying like, oh, I've been working for a police station for years. I believe him. So
Shared territory.
maybe he's like maybe it's like a switch around or something. I don't know. Like he got transferred over to like airport police versus like somewhere else. But he still gotta get taught some that he most likely already know.
Officers conducted a standardized field sobriety test, a series of eye and balance exercises used to check for signs of alcohol impairment.
We'll do that. We'll go ahead and do one second. Do you have an edict time or pushback?
Yeah,
You do?
we did. I don't have my phone, and my watch is dead, but
It's like I got like this now. You know that I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, it can't be that. I feel like you'll be able to detect the, you know, like some face cream and lotion type stuff versus like actual legitimate alcohol. But no, yeah, I did get like this face cream stuff. I'm trying to you know get up on my skincare and things. But anyways, but yeah, it was like I was looking at it and they was like, oh, the scent is like bourbon and stuff like that. And I'm like. I hope that this don't get me in trouble. Like I'm buying because it was like face and like beard control or something like that. But I'm like, man, you know, that would be crazy if it's like I'm out and about that they're all like, yeah, you know, you smell like bourbon. And I'm like, nah, it's this. I'm trying to explain to them, I'm like, nah, it's this face cream stuff. Like, you know, it's like, you know, but I can show you, like, we go to Walmart, I can show you what I got and things. They think I'm crazy. And now I'm like, yeah, I might have to give me some other types of skincare stuff because I'm like, yeah, bro, that stuff gonna get me in trouble one day.
It's like a few minutes.
Well, this can go quickly, but just come real quick. Okay, so do you have any health issues? Anything? I'm sorry, you're a pilot, so you can't have any crazy health issues or any problems or anything. I noticed you wear contact or you got glasses.
I do.
Okay. So what I'm just gonna ask you to do.
Can we just go away from the passenger?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so all I need you to do is the tip of
And
my
you know,
head.
some of them passengers, they're probably seeing him going back and forth with them cops. They were like, see, I knew they was like, they're probably thinking something completely different. They were like, see, that guy, he's a murderer. And he like, cops don't be approaching you like that unless you did some crazy crime. They was like, nah, that man's a murderer. It been like 100 people that went missing since 2002. They were like, he's the one. He does that. He goes, he takes their body, he puts them into play. They're like, fam, don't you think that conspiracy theory is just a little bit too extreme? Like what videos were you watching last night? You know, so it's like, yeah, bro, you go there like, and then then they watch this, but I'm like, oh, that man's just a drunk. Oh, okay,
Right here,
cool.
this little white tip. I'm gonna move it back and forth.
Yeah.
I need you to follow it with your eyes. Your eyes only. You understand that?
Yeah.
You don't have any issues doing that for me? Okay. So just pay attention with the tip of this pen.
He gonna move his head. He moved his head on the first thing. They said just use your eyes, bro. He's moving his head. It's like all you just gotta do is just that. You just stiffen out your neck. You just move your eyes back. Well, and honestly, following the pin and stuff. But it's like when you start like doing stuff like this, and it bro. That's what's gonna happen one day. They're gonna just do that. The person just gonna turn their head, look the opposite way. It's like, yeah, bro. Go ahead and get these handcuffs slapped on you. Still moving his head. That's crazy. That is crazy.
For this next exercise, I know it's kind of difficult because it's kind of at an incline, but just on here on this most flat surface, I need you to take a series of heel-toe steps. I'm going to explain it to you. What you're going to do is you're going to put your left foot or your right foot, whichever's more comfortable. I'm left-handed, so I'm using my right foot first. You're going to go heel-toe, and if you just take a step to the side really quick, you're just going to take a series of heel-toe steps and count out loud. 1, 2, 3,
all the way up to
4,
9,
5. And you do that until you get to 10.
Oh,
Make sure
10.
You count out loud. Make sure you go heel toe. Don't look down. Don't put your arms out for balance. Do you think you'd have any issues with that?
No problem.
Okay.
I'll walk here so I can get well.
You can start right there. All right, you ready?
Yep.
You may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
it's like I don't know.
7, 8, 9.
Can you turn around and go the other way?
I'm like, wait a minute, man. You said 10. I'm like, I gotta get to my 10. Oh,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, if you step down on this little platform. All right, so this next test, It's called the one-legged stand. So what you're going to do is whichever foot you prefer, whichever one you feel like you have a stronger balance with, you're just going to, with your hands at your side, put your foot out in front of you like this, and you're going to hold it. You're just count out loud 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000 until I tell you to stop.
Okay. I'm like, oh, the poker guys count.
1 1,000,
I'm like,
2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000, 11 1,000, 12 1,000, 13 1,000, 14 1,000, 15 1,000, 16 1,000.
Okay, you can stop. Just do me a favor and just hang out really quick. Here's a mince back. I just gotta go talk with them for a minute, okay?
I mean, I don't know. Like, some will say that he passed, some say that, yeah, but still he shouldn't fly. It's one of those things where I'm like, I know people probably would ask me, would I trust him? Probably not. I'm like, it's one of those things where if it was literally moments before, fam, I wouldn't trust them. Then plus the cops could smell it. So it's like, yeah, bro, I don't trust that. So I'm like, yeah, it might not be like a severe DUI or whatever I guess it would be considered, but yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, nah, bro, you not fit to fly. You shouldn't have been drinking before you knew you had to fly a big old giant plane. So
yeah, I saw it. Yeah, the nice diagnosis. I didn't really see it in the walk-in turn, but I definitely saw the nice diagnosis.
Yeah.
So yeah.
They're saying he's staggering a little
At
bit.
this point, would it be DUI less safe if he doesn't agree to a blood draw, or just
Do a breath test.
Can you come out here so I don't have to squeeze in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're gonna put this one only at the airport.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if it's law enforcement. It's like an internship at the airport.
Go to the gate. They check out the like that.
I think in Dallas, some officers come to Earth
Yes, sir. What's going on? So, my name's Corporal Vest. I'm the supervisor right now with the Airport Police Department. So, did you guys go out and have a few drinks last night?
I met here. We had a drink, yeah.
Okay. So, my problem is that right now, Sam, talking to you, I don't smell anything coming off of you. I can smell a very strong odor of alcohol beverage coming off of him. And that's a huge issue, regardless in general, whether we were standing on the side of the road and the Toyota Camry was right next to you, but it's an even bigger issue because there's probably 100 million.
There's not that many people. It doesn't matter. That's not the point, yeah.
But the issue is, I can detect it, and so obviously I don't know where you guys are based out of, where the hub is, but with the FSD that I just put him through, he did exhibit signs of impairment on top of the other officer as well. So I'm going to make a phone call to my supervisor, but there's a very strong possibility, or a very strong probability, that he's going to be taking the Shadow Driver Detention Center for the willful intent to operate an aircraft while intoxicated. So if you need to start making some roll calls, then just go ahead and start doing it, okay? And I was like, I put into FSTs was exhibiting strong signs. So I've already told him to go ahead and start making the phone calls, because
Yeah, I told the airlines too.
and it would be what, DUI for the willful intent of operating an aircraft while
Yeah, because it's commercial. You can't have any impairment on a commercial aircraft. Like it's like CDLs. You know, they don't have a presumptive alcohol.
Yep. Go ahead, put them hands behind the
Alright,
back.
so do you have any personal belongings on the plane?
I do.
What do you have on there? Like just like your go bag and like a phone and everything?
Yep.
Okay. So my issue is I'm trained in standardized field sobriety, and you've exhibited strong signs, and even after speaking with your first pilot, like the issue is, would you agree to a blood draw to test your blood alcohol content? Okay. Well, the issue is when you agreed to the field sobriety, you exhibited the symptoms, and if you're refusing to a blood draw, that's DUI less safe for the willful intention to operate a commercial aircraft.
Seriously?
Yes, sir.
How did I fail? I did everything.
The signs.
It's like, yeah, you did everything, but it's like that's the thing. They say you was staggering, you was moving your head a little bit with, So it's like it's stuff like that where, yeah, people might make it or will say he doesn't seem like it's all like he's all that drunk. Here's the thing. You either got alcohol in your system or you don't have alcohol in your system. But when you do, then yeah, you got fly a big old giant plane. It's like, fam, my thing is this, because some people's level of drunkenness where it's like this is to them this is like as bad as it could get when being drunk, and then there's others where it's all like, oh well, you gotta act like Otis from the Andy Griffith Show, and then there's others where it's like you just gotta be blacked out drunk where you don't remember nothing, like you from the movie The Hangover and stuff. Either way, if you are drunk under the influence, whatever the case may be, you shouldn't be behind the wheel of a car. You shouldn't be behind the flight stick of a plane. You shouldn't even be behind the handlebars of a bike. Like I'm saying, like a bicycle, and like motorcycles, stuff like that, scooters. You shouldn't even. The thing is this: you can hurt yourself while being drunk and just walking. How do you think that's going to turn out where you're flying? So that's, I'm like, yeah, some people might want to defend this guy, but you got to look at where it's like, imagine if this was your life. How'd that make you feel if it was like, yeah, you knew that your pilot was drinking and flying the plane and stuff? You going to feel it? Because my thing is this, you'll let it go this one time, then the next few times around, now it's like they trying to find your remains in the ocean. So yeah, I ain't trying to have that.
During those 3 tests, I'm able to articulate based off those and the odor coming off of your person. It's very consistent with DUI.
Okay.
He doesn't even care.
Yeah. So what do you want me to do?
So what's going to happen is if you don't agree to a blood draw, it'll be DUI less safe. But that's the route that we're going to have to take, unfortunately. Okay.
Okay. And if I did agree to a blood draw, then what?
I mean, it's a good part of the ongoing investigation.
Right.
It is what it is. So, but obviously, I can't coax you in it. You have your right. You said no. So based off that alone, and based off the field sobriety that you...
Even if I gave you blood, then nothing would change.
Okay.
Right?
That is your willful choice that you were willing to make, but based off the calls that we received stating that people down in TSA could smell what smelled like alcohol coming off of your breath, and they're not trained. I am trained in odor and alcohol impairment.
That's fine. I mean, nothing's going to change your mind. I didn't even talk to TSA today. I went to KCM.
He's trying to justify it, but it's like you're missing the point. You drank before you knew that you had to fly this plane. You shouldn't have did that. So.
By TSA.
Right. Okay. So. All right, I'll get my stuff, but whatever you gotta do.
Okay. Get all the first officer's information.
Was she? I hope that. I was about to say, I'm like, fam, you drink it right there in front of the car.
No, I can't. How do you feel about
Is it sparkling?
No, this is sparkling water. We have sparkling.
No, I wasn't afraid it was going to be sparkling.
No, we just
Yeah, sparkling water is nasty. he's like, I'm afraid. No, I feel his afraidness. I'm like, sparkling water. It's one of those things where I'm going to say this much about sparkling water. It ain't got no sparkle to it whatsoever. If like Gotham City can be in a can, that's what Gotham water is, or that's what sparkling water is. It's Gotham water. That's what sparkling water should be called from now on. It should be called Gotham water, because it tastes like crime in a can. Like it's literally that depressing scenery of Gotham City. Like I'm trying to think, yeah, like the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, or the Batman with Robert Pattinson. I think that's that guy's name. But I'm like, yeah, think of that, but like that aesthetic of Gotham City, but think of it in a liquid form in a can. That's what sparkling water is. I'm like, I would rather drink alcohol than sparkling water.
So, I don't believe that they're going to allow you to keep all this at the jail. So we're just going to log it into our evidence here. So that way, once you get bailed out, you come back here, there'll be a property sheet and everything. So you'll have to come back out here. Then our evidence custodian will sign your luggage back out to you. Okay?
I guess. How about my wallet?
You can keep that. And then do you have your phone as well?
Yeah.
Those, they'll let you keep those, unfortunately, just because it's like big luggage and everything. They don't let people keep that anymore. So if you just stand face away from me, hang on, before you sit down, just put your hands behind your back for me, palms up.
At least he's being calm with the cops. Just seemed like he's probably frustrated, but hopefully they don't know stuff where he's frustrated with the employees. It's like, nah, bro, you shouldn't have been drinking. You can't blame the employees. You gotta blame yourself on this one.
The investigation didn't end there. Southwest Airlines wanted to conduct their own to confirm whether the pilot was too drunk to fly. The officer called his lieutenant, who then contacted higher-ups at Southwest so they could begin their own investigation.
Hi, I'm here with Officer Best, and they have him currently detained in the back of his car. I was trying to explain that we are to be released to us, but I just want to make sure that they hear that that's what's supposed to happen.
Yes. When we have normally when we have reports from TSA as well, we do get involved because the FAA and the DOT have regulations that we also have to follow.
Yes, ma'am.
And so we have to also conduct an observation because that will determine his employment with us.
Mm-hmm.
We normally have to have, when there is an incident reported, we have to have a test done on him as well. But first, we do need to conduct an observation to see if there was any sign or symptom, a true smell of alcohol. Does he have any kind of other signs, with his eyes? Usually our leaders they're trained to detect these signs and symptoms.
Yes.
And if there are any of those signs and symptoms, then we would then proceed to have testing done.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry to interrupt. My name is Lieutenant Wilder. So you said you have an inspector coming. Okay. My problem is that when they come like 30 minutes to an hour, and all the stuff that my officer just got through, that he's certified DUI person as well. But at that time, with alcohol and his test, he failed 2 of them. So it don't guarantee that when your inspector get there,
yeah. So what is your process right now?
As of right now, when Officer Best did his DUI steps, he failed 2 out of 3, and he can smell the alcohol coming from his person.
The pilot was removed from duty as law enforcement, and Southwest Airlines launched separate investigations. Based on what you've seen in the video, do you think the pilot was impaired, or were the trained officers not so trained in this situation?
I think he was impaired. No, because it's like, my thing is this. So let's say it's like, okay, he gets away with it this time, with flying and all that stuff, or with drinking and flying. So he gets away with it. So he's like, oh, okay, well then that's my limit. The limit's going to keep going up more and more, where it's like 3 beers, and then 4 beers, and then 5 beers. He probably had more than just a little, than some beers, but either way. But he thinks that, like, okay, like, I can keep upping my limit. Eventually, it's going to get to a point where he's flying, and then he's going to be like, okay, he's like, no, what's it? Because my thing is this, even with just me, there's at times where I be forgetting stuff, and I'm like, I'm not even under the influence. So you put me in a situation where I'm under the influence, yeah, I'm probably going to be forgetting stuff. And I imagine you put me in an environment where I got to fly a plane, yeah, it's definitely going to be on some stuff where it's all like, dang, what do I do? It's like, what button do I press? Next thing you know, plane done crash. So that's why I'm like, yeah, fam. And then, people on the plane done died. People on the ground done died. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, nah, bruh, I think it is for the best that he don't be flying if he gonna be drinking and stuff, so it's like you gotta pick one or the other. Do you want to drink or do you want to fly and get paid? And but yeah, other than you ain't gonna get paid drinking, but you could get paid flying. So that's why I'm like, yeah, bro, I ain't gonna throw away a pilot job like that, just because I want to have a few drinks and stuff. So but Anyways, with that being said, yeah, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Unspoken Crime Murders for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.